cheated, been mistreated. When will I be loved? I've been pushed down, I've been pushed round. When will I be loved? When I find a new man that I want for mine, he always breaks my heart in two. It happens every time. I've been made blue, I've been lied to. When will I be loved? When I find a new man that I want for mine, he always breaks my heart in two. It happens every time. I've been cheated, been mistreated. When will I be loved? When will I be loved? Tell me, when will I be loved?
Very good. Thank you very much again.
Thank
Band. Highway 533. Actually, it's Highway 533 Band is what it is. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I got to get that right. So, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Good Morning Nanton Live, where we're here to promote and talk to local businesses and amazing people and have some musical talent on here to entertain everybody. And then Amanda and I, well, we just sit here and try to be as entertaining as we possibly can, come up with some stories that we came up with through the week of things that we did. I do have a story that I want to tell today that I'm going to include you guys on, actually. But before we do that, we've got a couple things that we have to take care of. One is a sponsor, of course, who helps us with the show, and that's Napa Auto Parts. So we want to make sure that everybody knows if you're heading out this weekend, whether camping or taking the boat to the lake, we have some helpful tips to ensure that you get there safely. Wheel bearings go unnoticed and often leave people stranded. The good news is breakdown can be prevented by replacing or greasing your wheel bearings. Stop in the store and we can help you get the right parts. So thank you again to Napa for helping us out here. And we'll have them back on the show here at the end. They've got actually some pretty cool stuff on their Facebook page that we're going to promote at the end, so make sure you guys stick around for that. But we also have something special for people in town here, which is we always do the birthdays at the beginning of the show now, right? So, you know, because you guys are all warmed up, right? So you're warmed up and ready to go. And every week, your birthday song has been getting better and better. What's going on?
We're going to have to fix that.
I was hoping it was going to stay as awful as it was the first time.
You guys haven't been practicing, have you?
This week.
Practice? No.
So why don't we say happy birthday to a couple people? So I'll show you whose birthdays there are, and then you had suggested actually we were going to play a little game here. So today we are celebrating, well, this week we are going to celebrate Davina Comstock's birthday. And also, guess who this is? Oh, look at that. Chad Bustard. So, Amanda, do you want to explain that one?
That's my brother.
Yeah, but your brother doesn't live here. He's getting a special mention on the show.
Yeah, my brother doesn't live here,
brother.
nor does he have a Facebook page, so he'll never see that. But, you know, my folks watch the show, so I thought I'd throw my brother in there.
Yeah, so, and because...
with the best possible picture I could find.
That's right. and because politics... Hey, Chad, Be happy that you know us, Chad, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be getting on here and having them sing happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
So,
This is my gift to you, brother.
okay, so why don't we also, because I always mention that we kind of let those people know who they're celebrating their birthday with. Jason, you had an idea. So
Yes.
before we kind of talk about your idea, Amanda, I think, has something that she wants to ask the public here about something strange that happened in our house yesterday.
Do we want to talk about that now?
I think we should, yes. So let's see if we can find out if anybody in town knows. It's not a big town, so hopefully somebody knows. Because I'm not sure whether to consider this creepy or not.
I mean, a few weeks ago, we were given a special treat by an anonymous person with a Sweet Queen pizza, and then yesterday, I guess we're both out of the house at some point, and I came back and found something on the kitchen counter, and then a little while later, Dave came in, and I thought he just brought it in from somewhere. Maybe it was a prize for today's show, and then he came in and he saw it, and he said, "What is this thing doing here?" And so we were both kind of like, neither of us had brought it in. It was in the house. I don't really know what it's for.
What the heck is
But
it?
somebody has gifted us this windmill. It is shaped like a bee, so
Is that what it is? Is it a windmill?
It
I
says
see
windmill.
kind of the windmill thing down at the bottom of the B there.
Yeah.
Okay. So somebody
Who came into our house and left this?
Wasn't us.
Who was it?
Yeah, so if anybody in town knows who's sneaking into our house and leaving things behind, we'd like to know. I'd like to talk to that person.
And let's maybe leave different things in our house.
Yeah, if you're
like
gonna-
$20 bills, right?
Yeah, if you're going to break into our house and leave things there, leave things that are more valuable than that.
No, I mean, I just assume, is this part of the show? Should we be giving this away, or is this for us in our yard? I just want to know so I don't,
Well, it's become part of the show now.
Maybe
Are we
Steve,
going
you
to
should
set it
lock
up
the
in
door.
our yard? Are we going to set it up in our yard? I don't know. We should have a talk about that. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's happened. So yeah, thank you very much who did leave that. If you want to come and grab it, feel free to come and grab it. Okay, so we've got those birthdays that we mentioned, and we always have this celebrity birthday. So we're going to have a little competition here. I'm going to reveal the celebrity birthday who shares the birthdays with Davina and with Chad. And apparently Jason has an idea of a celebrity that has a birthday this week or today.
This week.
specifically?
This week.
This
Yeah.
week. Okay.
This week.
This
Yeah.
week. So we'll see if we match. And if you match what I selected, then you can win a prize. Amanda, what can you win? Yes, that's a good prize.
I like it. Let's win this.
I'd sneak by the middle of the house, put it on your lawn.
Yeah. Now hold on a second here. I see somebody. Okay, Michael, you're there. Did you leave that in our house? Was it you? Were you the culprit?
No, I wish I would. I think it would look great on the black truck, though.
Oh
Yeah,
you
on the
think
top.
so? Eh?
Yeah, just like blowing around in the.
Okay. Let's get back to the game here. So, Jason, who's the celebrity you think I might have chosen as the celebrity birthday for this week?
Well, it's got to be the one and only Willie Nelson.
Oh, really?
That reaction, I'm gonna say
80,
no.
88.
Really? 88?
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
That would
Okay.
have been a good one. Why didn't you find that one, Dave?
Well, I don't know. I guess if I would have come across Willie Nelson's name, I probably would have just assumed, oh, he's not alive anymore. So let's.
He's still kicking. You know, we have to be
kicking it.
careful what kind of world we're leaving to Willie Nelson and Keith Richards. You know.
Okay, well, that's not the correct answer, but I'll give you a hint of what is the correct answer. Watch this.
Hoo-ah, hoo-ah. No, I'm just getting warmed up. Ooh, mama. Ooh, bingo. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
So wait, is that going to be the movie of the year now? Because you haven't seen. You haven't. Those were all clips from Scent of a Woman, and you haven't seen that yet. So now we have to go watch Scent of a Woman.
I have not seen it. I can put it on as the movie of the year for us to watch. Absolutely. Speaking
Add it
of
to the list.
Yeah, speaking of the movie of the year, so I happened to see a post you guys made. It didn't look to me like these movies, Wizard of Oz and Life of David Gale, was included in that post. I think it was a Monty Python or something like that, which I also love. Which I also love. However, I'm a little bit annoyed because we all talked just last week. We talked about how Dorothy Gale shares my name, okay, and then the movie The Life of David Gale, and then you go and watch Monty Python.
There's some connections there too, though, aren't there?
How do I get any respect? No respect.
Oh golly.
What connections are you talking about?
Well, I don't know.
You don't want to say now? Okay, listen. That's a good segue into I found something else that my name's related to. This is cool. In fact, I don't know which is cooler, having a movie named after me and me played by Kevin Spacey, or having a Gale crater on Mars. Look at that, huh? They named a crater on Mars after me, and they're going to call me and ask me to go colonize on Mars soon.
Oh yeah,
and
well,
I'm going to do the show from here or from there.
I've got things named after me too, you know.
Oh, what do you have named after you?
I do.
What do you have named after you? Please enlighten us. How important is your name?
The Great Bustard Bird.
I thought you told me that it was. I thought you told me it was a bird, but it was a dodo, which I thought, well, that makes sense.
Oh.
I held back when it came to Monty Python, and here you are, Dad. Are you watching?
Dad, Dave's making fun of me.
If I'd have known we were talking about this, I got a couple named after me, you know.
Okay, so you know what? I'm kind of trying to segue into, names and the significance of names, because I know that Pam, because I said so, she's got some really cool stories about her name. And I'm sure there's other people in town that have really cool stories about their name as well. And so, including you guys. So
you're in trouble.
Okay. Anyway, I'd love to be able to do more highlights of people's names and kind of what the other things that they're related to. So maybe that will be a future show. So you guys think about it, and we'll talk about yours as well. All right. Sound good? Okay. I'm going to let you guys go to the background because we have guests we have to get to here. Okay. So I'm going to pop you to the... Oh, wait a second. We never sang happy birthday.
No, we didn't. We didn't.
After all that, we never sang happy birthday. We're not letting you guys go. Come on. Okay. Talk about sidetracked. Okay. You guys go ahead. Let's do that. Go ahead.
All right.
Remember who it is.
Yep.
Davina,
okay?
Chad.
You got it.
Al Pacino.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Davina, Chad, and Al Pacino.
And Willie Nelson.
Happy birthday to you.
There was that more awful?
Yeah.
That was a step down from last week, but I think you can do better and go even worse the next week.
I'm sure we could.
Challenge accepted.
Okay, now I'll let you guys go to the back. Thank you very much for doing that. Okay, I can't believe we just about forgot after all that to sing happy birthday to those people. I'm sorry. I apologize, Chad, especially Chad and Davina. Come on, Al Pacino and Al Pacino. Anyway, so we've got some announcements we got to make through the show here. We've got comments that have been coming in, and I haven't been putting them up because we've been busy having some fun here with everybody. So let's get to the comments. Rhonda says good morning. Gary, Dad says good morning. Ryan, who's been helping me out with our new radio station that we're launching here at the end of May, has said good morning. And then when we were telling the story about somebody leaving that surprise for us, somebody said, maybe you should lock your door. Nice surprise.
That was Lorraine.
Was that Lorraine who said that?
Lorraine, did you leave the baby?
The thing is that we were home. We just weren't in that room wherever they left it. So yeah,
I don't know if I was home. I think I came home and
I was home. I think I was in the studio at the time, and I'm not sure that I'm thinking that I should lock the house every time I go out of the house into the yard in the studio and then come back. So, and then Candace says, at least they're leaving things, not taking things.
I like John. John said, welcome to Nanton, a place where you have to fear people leave stuff rather than take stuff.
So true, but you know what? This is the kind of community. This is why I wanted to move here. So I could leave my doors unlocked and people would just leave stuff for us, and it's working.
But really, we lock our doors all the time. Don't ever think
right.
that they're not just left open.
That's right, exactly. Maureen's joining us today. So Maureen, good friend of mine from out west, says hello, beautiful people, love you. And then what is Candace saying here? I'm not reading these. I'm just putting them up. So I hope they say clean stuff. How could you not pick Willie? Oh, yes, for his birthday. The man, the myth, legend. I think she meant legend. Legend, yeah. Yes. Oh, she
not ledgers.
Okay. And then she's also asking, what is she asking you, Amanda? Are you drinking vino for breakfast?
I'm just drinking juice. It's the morning.
Crazy. Okay, guys.
Chelan is here. Lorraine says,
okay.
Not me. Okay, all right.
Perfect. And wait for zucchini season and Oscar.
Oscar Anderson, hi.
Does Oscar know that his name is now Oliver?
I don't know. But
Oscar,
also,
we've changed your name to Oliver,
I
just
don't
so
know
you know.
if people know this, but Oscar's kicking our butts in fantasy baseball.
Yeah, we have a fantasy baseball league, and Oliver is now kicking our butts in it. So, wait a second. Jason forgot a birthday here, he said. So I got to bring him. What birthday are you talking about?
I forgot my daughter's birthday.
Oh,
I sent her happy birthday. She doesn't live here, but yeah.
Can we sing her happy birthday next week on next week's show?
We could. We
okay,
could.
We'll do it. We'll include
Vanessa
her on...
will love it.
Okay, absolutely.
No, I won't.
Okay, guys, we should probably get to our guests. They've been sitting patiently. She has anyway, waiting to come on the show. So I think it's time to bring our first guest on the show. If everybody is ready and excited. Are you excited?
Oh, me? Yeah. I'm very
You're the only other person here right now. So. Okay, here, let's bring her on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Samantha Witten.
Yay!
Samantha, you don't have really like any goofy pictures I can troll off your Facebook page, so
no, I'm very careful about that.
Yeah, you are. Everybody else gives me something I can use that we can all have a good laugh, but you're just everything looks good. So
turning narrow.
Hey Samantha, thanks for joining us here on the show this morning. I hope you're not too scared to be joining us after seeing the beginning of the show.
I don't know. I thought about just shutting the screen.
Just walk away. That's
what I would have done. That's what I would have done. And actually, the other thing I want to thank you for is I haven't been able to play one of those intros for a couple weeks now. just because of the types of shows that we've had. So I want to really thank you for that because I love playing those intros. So
You're welcome. I'm here to help you. So
thank you so much. I appreciate it. So let's talk about your company. Let's talk about what you do. Let's talk about how this started. So Plaster Paint Canada is your company, and you've been running this for how long now?
So I purchased it in December from Clayton and Amy Gillespie. They're local people here.
I know exactly who they are. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I purchased the company from them, and we've been going full steam since then. So
did you say in December you purchased it?
I did, yes, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And so what does full steam look like at Plaster Paint Canada?
Full steam is doing this, full time, 40 hours a week. So we make all of our product on site here. All of our ingredients are local to Southern Alberta. We're a made in Canada product, and we retail all across Canada. So we do shipments all across Canada throughout the week as well.
So you're at the location? So is it your location right there where you're sitting, where you make the product as well?
Yes. Yeah.
It is, okay. And so you've got some stuff on the wall behind you there. Why don't we show people exactly what you have, what this looks like? Metallic paint.
Yeah, this is just one of the lines we have. So it's not protein powder.
It's not. Okay, so, a little bit of an inside joke there before we started the show. I was looking behind her and I was going, well, that's a lot of protein powder you got there. But no, it's not protein powder. That's actually paint behind her. So what other kind of paint products do you have?
So we've got various different lines. We have our original paint line, which is great for, everything that you want to paint. We have a one-step paint line that has a built-in sealant, so you don't have to worry about sealing it. We have the metallic paint that we showed, and then we have different waxes that you can use to antique your piece or help it pop if it's got detailing to it. So yeah, we've got over 50 different colors to choose from in our various lines. So
you don't have a storefront in town though, do you? It's just all online?
So we actually sell at Because I Said So. So Pam,
we were just talking about that, yeah.
I'll have to ask her about that. But yeah, so she retails our paint here locally. And then we also have retailers in Southern Alberta and Manitoba as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So most of your paint is designed for, it's not wall paint necessarily, or could it be used for walls?
In theory, you could use it for walls.
Okay.
The main application is people use it to redo furniture, redo their kitchens. We have an ambassador program, and one of our ambassador has started painting, tack for horses. So she's done nose bands, she's painted saddles, she's done leather belts. So that's the nice thing about it is people are very creative. So I learn lots of different things from other people for the application of paint. So
okay, I'm sorry, but
Michael, there we go. That
perfect.
Something like that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about this ambassador program. I just heard you mention that. What is the ambassador program when it comes to your company?
So the ambassador program is for people who have their own painting businesses. They can have a storefront. They could have most of our ambassadors are out of their house. Yep. And usually what it is people commission them to redo pieces for them. So it's for people who don't necessarily want to take on that project. These small businesses that are usually run out of their home will do them for you, and they share on social media, with hashtagging Plaster Paint Canada, and in return they get a discount on their product that they purchase. So it's businesses supporting businesses to help these small businesses grow and get their name out there as well.
Oh, that's really cool. That's awesome.
Jason was asking, can I paint a guitar with it?
You could paint a guitar, yes.
So so Jason, you want to paint your guitar with that?
Not this one. Not this
that one. Okay, you got another guitar in mind?
I've got another that I painted before. It needs another new coat on it.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe use this paint on it.
Yeah, maybe we can get your guitar painted there and represent every week on the show here with that guitar. Yeah. Good idea. Okay, let's take a look at this picture again that I just brought up here. So do you want to tell us about this?
Yeah, so this picture is done from one of our retailers up in Grand Prairie. Her store is Tracy's treasures, and she, along with having her storefront, she also does custom pieces for people. So this is a piece that she did. I believe it has an aging wax on it, a black wax on it. And then she did a stencil in the back with the paint as well, with the stencil that she has. So
That's really cool. Michael, do you want to switch to the next slide there? I think there's another piece there. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's take a look at this one and tell us the story behind this.
Yeah, so this is actually done by one of our ambassadors. She's located in Grand Prairie. She's like a mom boss. She's got 4 kids, and she just pumps out projects, and she does amazing work. So this is a piece that she did. Most of her pieces are custom. She has a few pieces that she'll do for resale, but yeah, she's just doing so well at her business right now. I think her booking is 4 weeks out right now with projects. So yeah.
Wow. Did you refer to her as a mom boss? Is that what you referred to her as a mom boss? Okay.
Got 4 kids and is full food, and then does this business. And yeah, she's got 2 little ones at home and then 2 that are in, I think, elementary school. And she just works from home and does that. And yeah.
Wow, very cool.
Makes the rest of us feel lazy.
Hey, what are you talking about? We work hard putting all this stuff together.
Yeah, I know.
Just not with kids hanging off of us at the same time. That's all. You just have me hanging off of you while you're trying to work on stuff. So, well, that's really, really cool. So, what about the website? You mentioned some upgrades to the website or something like that. Just want to make sure. Yeah. Okay. What's that about?
Fortunate to have Heather Duthie from Nanton Design helping us reformat our website and make it a lot more user-friendly. So she's done some amazing work on our website, and the full website should hopefully launch within the next week with all of the upgrades. So she's been working hard at getting that done and getting photos put up, and yeah, just helping us not recreate it, but enhance it so it's more user-friendly for people.
So funny story. Isn't Heather Duthie Colleen's sister?
Yeah.
So we had that situation. So we went to the golf course yesterday to have some lunch. And as I'm, walking up to the golf course restaurant there, or the clubhouse, I guess they call it, I saw somebody ride past in a cart, and I went, "Oh, look, it's Colleen. Colleen's there. Nice to see her." And then I walk up onto the patio, and I see somebody else pass me. I go, "Oh, that looks like Colleen." Okay, so I thought that was Colleen, and then we sit down, and and then the person who comes up to serve us or take our order, I go, "Colleen? Colleen, you're everywhere. Which one is Colleen?" And then she reminded me that she had a sister as well, Heather, who looks just like her. And so I have a feeling I passed Heather and thought that was Colleen. So
They both have long hair now, which makes it even harder. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, that's really, really neat. That's really cool. So we've got, and I know that everybody who watches this, but people who don't watch it may not know that we usually have prizes, and we have another prize to give away right now, and we're going to do that. But in order for people to win prizes, they have to comment, and they have to engage, and they have to let us know that they want to win it. They have to say, pick me, pick me. So just start doing that right now so that we can select a winner for this prize right here. We have a gift certificate for a web order that's valued at over $50, or sorry, valued at $50. I saw order and put over in there at the same time. So web order valued at $50 from Plaster Paint Canada. And so if you guys want to win this, all you have to do is just comment, get on your computers. I know that what's happening is people listen to us kind of in the background sometimes, and they're not at their computers. So everybody who's out having breakfast or sitting around, the house somewhere listening to us, get to your computer now. Go to your computer and type in "pick me." Comment, "pick me." Say you want to be picked for this prize, and we will select you for the prize. We have another prize that we're going to be giving away later on the show, so get those comments in as soon as you possibly can. So is there anything else while we're waiting for comments to come in? Amanda's got her hand up. She apparently wants to ask a question. What would you like to ask, Amanda?
So when you say that ingredients for the paints are from Southern Alberta, what kind of ingredients are you putting in there? Is it?
Oh, I can't tell you that. That's our secret recipe.
Okay, that's true.
I knew that, Amanda. I wasn't going to ask that silly question, but
yes, our ingredients are sourced locally from Southern Alberta. So Yes.
And
But
it's
I
all
can't
a
tell you the
secret.
specifics.
Okay.
Can't share it on the show. So
Does it make it special, like that it's more organic, or is it like what makes it special?
It allows it to have a really quick dry time.
Okay.
So you can finish pieces really quickly. So like our ambassador, Vintage Ivy Designs, who you showed her piece before, she usually finishes her pieces in a day, is kind of her time frame
Okay.
for those smaller pieces. So it just allows for that really quick dry time, which allows you to get your project done quicker, and you're distressing if you're distressing. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So Candace apparently really wants to win this, which I don't mind. I don't mind giving it to Candace. It'd be really nice to have other people as well say, you know, pick me. But she's just kind of like, I want to win. Pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. And then she asked a question. Can you make the paint textured? She'd like to know that.
Yes, you can. So we also have a product called Crackle that you can put on a piece. Let's say you wanted to do a red with something dark underneath. You could put your dark color underneath, put your crackle on, and then put your red over top, and that'll crackle and the black will come through.
Okay, well, yeah, she said if I choose her, which I am going to choose her, she said she's going to make something for me. So, Candace, I look forward to finding out what you're going to make for me. I appreciate that. Oh, look at this. And Dad say, pick Candace. So everybody else is selecting Candace as well. So, okay, Candace, you're the winner for our prize. Congratulations. And is there anything else before I let you go that you'd like to share with everybody? Any information you want to get out that we missed?
I don't think so. I think I can see it all going along the bottom on the ticker, and that's all of our contact information. Oh, I can see John saying pick Candace too.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Well, thank you very much for joining us this morning. And you know what? I also want to thank you because you donated some prizes from your company for our Easter special. So
Yes.
I wanted to thank you and your company for doing that. We've got another special show coming up next week because, and actually this is why I kind of pointed this out, talking about mom bosses. We've got a special show next week because I think we all know what next week is. So we're going to announce what we're going to be doing for next week's show. So stick around and you can find out. Maybe you could be a part of it as well. That's about it. We're going to let you go here. We're going to get some musical entertainment and have a fantastic rest of your weekend, okay?
Yes, thank you very much. You as well.
Okay,
Thanks, Samantha.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Okay, perfect. That's awesome. Well, let's bring our band back in here. Hey, guys, you guys ready to go? You want to do another one?
I think so. I
Okay.
think so.
Okay, well, do another one then. We'll take care of that, and then we'll bring our next guest on right after you guys are finished.
All right. I'm doing this one just because it's his birthday this week.
Okay, good.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that I've never been. Seeing things that I may never see again. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way is on the road again. Just can't wait to get on that road again. Life I love is making music with my friend. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keeps turning our way. And our way is on the road again. Just can't wait to get on that road again. Life I love is making money with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. No, I can't wait to get on the road again. Do 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 do. Because I don't have a harmonica.
That's okay. Hey, you guys, stick with me for a second here. I'm
Okay.
just going to say thanks to another sponsor of ours, but I've got something that I think might interest you guys right after I talk about Remax first and Jennifer Handley, because the real estate market is on fire right now. On average, at any given time, Nanton has 30 properties for sale. For the last 4 months, we have had only 13 or less in inventory. Inventory is extremely low, and the buyers are primarily coming from Calgary. 40 homes have sold since the beginning of January, up 333%. For context, in an average year, Nanton sells 41 homes. Home values are also up by 14% from last year. Several things are contributing to this unexpected shift in the market. The cost to build new is no longer affordable. With the current costs of lumber, interest rates are at an all-time low, and buyers are taking advantage of that. And more people are able to work from home, so their commute is no longer a concern. If you have been thinking of selling, we should talk. We are not sure how long this market surge of sales will last. You may be surprised what your home is worth. Jen and Simon both live in Nanton, and our office is next door to Because I Said So. We have over 20 years of experience and work together to bring our clients the highest level of service. Every home and every client is unique, and we understand how to tailor our marketing to each unique property and client needs. So thanks again, Jennifer and Simon, who every week I say, I'm going to meet this Simon guy, and I never end up meeting him. So I always told Jennifer that he's a snuffleupagus. I've never seen this guy around. So, but he does exist. I've seen him in pictures. So I just want to meet him someday. Anyway, really quickly for everybody, before we go to our next guest here, I do have a bit of a story here that Amanda and I have developed this past week that I think was really, really handy for everybody out there who has trouble kind of explaining to their loved ones, when it comes to like back scratches and stuff. I mean, we can all only reach so far back, right? So, and I'm sure, Michael, can you relate to this too? Michael, are you there? Are you joining us? Or... Yeah.
I'm repairing something. Yes, I can. I have a number of back scratching devices.
You do have back scratching devices. Now, when it
You
comes,
want me to show them to you next week?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Let's bring them on the show because we're kind of dedicating the story today to how to properly scratch a back. So we are going to talk about this really quickly because I thought this was actually the best way to possibly do it. I came up with this concept of back scratching. So what I wanted to teach you guys.
Sorry, did you just say you came up with the concept of back scratching, or
this concept?
This concept.
This
Okay.
concept
Okay.
of back scratching.
Okay.
So of course, if you want to explain to your loved one, because Amanda constantly is missing it. I mean, come on, go up, no, go left, no, right, no. Come on, Amanda. So what you do is you just tell your loved one that she's got to learn baseball. And then when you want home plate scratch, you just let her know, I want home plate. And then, of course, you go to the pitching mound, and then you'll have first, second, and third base. And wherever you're itchy, you just let her know that's where I need you to scratch. And then don't forget about shortstop, of course. That position has to be filled in. And then you've got the outfield, right? You've got left, center, and right. And then if you want to get up the alley there, left center or right center, then you can kind of in between those. And then make sure you don't forget about the foul line. So you got the left foul line and the right foul line. And then also the right-handed batter's box and the left-handed batter's box. Now, if you guys are familiar with baseball, of course, sometimes you may want to play in the scratch in the shift position, which means that everything kind of moves over to the right side a little bit more. So you see third base is closer to second base there, shortstop is up above second, and second base moves in between first and shortstop, or first and second base. So of course you can play in the shift as well, which is called scratch in the shift. That's what I call it. Now, if you guys would like more information about this, we are going to sell a package. Oh, we're not? We're not?
No, we're never speaking of this again.
Well, wait hold on a second. Hold on. There was one last part to this. I just want to, for those of you who want and need this, I may like this. Of course, you have the spectator seats behind home plate there. So if you need that scratch, then you can just tell your loved one, can you please go into the bleachers and scratch there?
That's great, Dave.
Did you like that? You like that?
I love it. That's
like
great.
that. Although, it makes, getting to first base a whole new concept.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like one of the only ways that I've been able to get to third base in the last 3 months. So
Oh, I think you're living in the studio, Dave. You're in
That's
trouble.
two now. That's two.
I
Two
get 3
strikes,
strikes,
two
right?
strikes.
3 strikes per show. 3 strikes per show.
Two strikes.
It's okay, Dave. We got a trailer in the backyard if you need it.
Okay, what have we got? What have we got coming in here? So, we've got some comments. I don't know what that. He's shy. I don't know what that means. Gary says funny. What's Candace say? That is why I tuned in to see this surprise.
I think she said it more like, "This is why I tuned in to see this surprise."
Probably is. Probably is. I can't see. My eyes are starting to water here. I think I'm going with Babe, and she never likes any of my ideas. Dana, however, she likes baseball. So, what does Rhonda say? Dave is benched.
Yes.
Oh yes, I forgot Dad's watching. I shouldn't be talking about what base I'm getting to on the show. Exactly. Anyway, okay, guys, I'm gonna pop you back to the background there because we have another really cool guest that's coming on, and we're not going to talk about scratching backs anymore. I promise. I apologize. Anyway, so why don't we bring on our next guest here? And I was actually really excited because this guest gave me something to work with when I creeped her Facebook page. So here we go. Dickens, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Sorry. My eyes
Me,
are
myself,
watering.
and I.
Having a good time here. So, Dana, you work over at the Nanton Home Hardware, and I'm really excited to have the Home Hardware, which is obviously a big part of our community, on the show today, and you're going to represent them and tell us all about the springtime specials and what's going on. It's springtime, so that means big things.
Yay!
So what's happening at
today? I'm messing with my camera. I'm around all the pretty flowers, and it's a beautiful day. And
you remember we were practicing the other day, and you put it up above your head. It was like that. Yes, that was really cool. So we got the flowers that are in. Is that right? What's happening at Home Hardware? It's that time of year.
It's funny. At Christmas time when we have the those commercials on TV, it's the most wonderful time of the year. No, my most wonderful time is now with spring. Oh my goodness. And it's been such a long, boring, lonely winter. I'm just happy. I'm just happy. How do flowers not make you happy?
Absolutely. With everything that's been going on, the winter is long, and it's been a tougher one. So when I saw these pictures, and I just want to point out actually that Lorraine was in the store there, and Lorraine helps us to get pictures for the show every once in a while, so just give her a shout out here. So thank you again, Lorraine. She picked up some pictures that we're going to show throughout the interview here, and they look delicious. In fact, Michael mentioned when we were looking at them before, he mentioned everything looks so edible. Everything looks like you can just eat it.
Oh, yeah. I hope she posts some of the pictures that she took of the honeybees and the bumblebees. They are so happy in these flowers. It's been fun watching them wake up for spring.
So this past weekend, well, not this past week because we're at the weekend right now. I'm talking about this weekend right now. Is the first weekend?
Speaking of bumblebees, does this look familiar to you, Dana? Was this left by you?
It might or might not have been.
Was it you?
I can't see. I've got sunbeams in my eyes, so.
I think...
Oh, I wish it was me. No, I love that. Oh my goodness.
The mystery continues. Okay.
The mystery does continue.
Hashtag want one.
Anyway, these are some of the flowers. So this is the first weekend you guys are bringing the flowers in. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. The first delivery of flowers came in this Thursday. And it's a relatively small batch of planters and hanging baskets because we ordered them in the middle of winter and we never really know what the weather's going to do at the end of April. So small batch to start. And every Thursday now through the end of May, we'll be getting new plants. Next week, we'll be getting our bedding plants and always having lots of hanging baskets and planters and we'll be getting vegetables, a different range of vegetables this year than we have in the past, and it's just going to be a wonderful year. There was such a big interest in gardening last year with everyone being in lockdown, and that interest is carried over to this year. We're having a really hard time keeping or even getting things in stock, like the seed starter pots and the dirt and everything. So
Really?
I'm excited that we got all the plants that we have, just because they're in such high demand, and I think we're going to have some beautiful gardens in Nanton this year.
That's awesome. So I'll tell you something, the very little that I know about plants or anything, I've heard the phrase perennials, which I think I learned means that they can be planted once and they just continue to grow all the time. Am I actually correct about that?
Yep, you are. Now, different perennials are rated for different climate zones. And so I'm a horrible garden center worker because I don't know what climate zone I'm in. But if you buy a plant that's appropriate for your climate zone, then it will grow and grow and grow until it doesn't want to grow anymore. Annuals, on the other hand, you do have to plant every year. And the annuals often are they would be perennials if you were in the tropics, but up here, not so much. Things like impatiens and flowers like that.
I just wanted, the most important part is that I just wanted to know that I know at least one thing about plants, and I want to learn.
Your thumb's probably greener than you think.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. How's your green thumb, by the way? I know you're there selling the plants, but how is it?
I hated gardening when I was young because my mom made me do it. But
isn't it like
now
every
when
kid
she comes out and visits and sees the gardens at our house and sees that I get to hang out in the garden center all spring, she just kind of shakes her head at me and goes, "Oh, Dana." So no, we've got a beautiful yard, and between my husband and I, we love our time outside. It's such a, I don't know, there's something so renewing about getting your hands dirty and connecting with the ground and being able to realize that you can actually grow something from a seed and watch it develop over the season. And especially if it's food like potatoes or carrots or really anything in the garden, the fact that I can actually eat what I grow is, I don't know, there's something really rewarding about it.
That's really cool. So how many plants or flowers do you usually get in a shipment that people can expect? Like, people have to get there pretty quick?
It depends on the week. We'll be getting, our two biggest shipments will be right before Mother's Day and right before the long weekend. We get hundreds and hundreds of flowers, but they do sell out very quickly. And this year, especially with the increased interest, I'd certainly encourage people to try to come down as close to the weekend or early in the week as they can to make sure they get the best selection. Hate to have people disappointed.
And so how are things shifting over there at the Home Hardware with everything that's going on, like from last year to this year? A lot of changes have been made with hours and stuff like that. Or where are you guys sitting right now?
Anybody who was here last year will remember at this time of year we were still in lockdown and we were only doing curbside delivery, and it was frustrating for so many people, and it was frustrating for us because we knew that we couldn't meet everybody's needs as quickly as they'd like. But now, I hate to say that we're old hat at this crazy pandemic thing, but you see, I've got new accessories that just fit so nicely on my ear, and we're basically operating business as usual. Last year, we had to do appointments for the garden center. This year, unless anything changes with rules from the province, it's business as usual. So you can come on down and actually browse through the garden center at your leisure and come through the store and shop as you would normally. And we just keep an eye on capacity to make sure that there's not too many people in the store. But for the most part, people are really good. People are understanding, and we do our best to be, as patient and accommodating as we can.
Cool. So
what hours are you guys open?
Oh, good. Yes, good point. I wanted to mention that. We started on our summer hours last weekend. So that means we are open from 9 until 4 on Saturdays. In the winter, we're just open until 1 on Saturdays. But now through to the fall, we'll be open from 9 until 4 on Saturday, and Monday through Friday from 8 till 5. We're closed on Sundays, and we're closed on holidays.
Nice.
Okay. So Candace was making a comment here, and then she's got a question as well. So I'm going to pop that question up here for you. So will you or do you have any houseplants?
Oh, well, Candace, I saw your message. Yes, gardening is so grounding. And we don't have houseplants and we don't carry perennials, but we do have seeds. In interesting though. Last year, I took a couple of the ivies and some of the basket stuffers and a couple of geraniums and brought them inside for the winter, and they have done so well. So I think if you are open to experimenting, or if you know a little bit about flowers, you'll see that some of the ones that we get in will actually do quite well as houseplants. It was nice. I took a couple of the ivies, like I said, and a couple of the trailers, and we put them in baskets and sat them on our back patio all last summer, and they grew huge. Brought them in for the winter and just kept them in the man cave in the kitchen. And it's nice to have something other than spider plants. They're thriving. So I think probably any plant is, if you know how to do it, good to do inside. I wouldn't say I know how to do it. I think I was just lucky. But.
Candace says, good to know. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then Dana's popped on, and she's helping to educate me a little bit and kind of confirming what I had said about my only knowledge about plants, which is perennial plants regrow every spring, while annuals live one growing season then die off. So Amanda is going to get right into, she's really enjoyed actually getting into the flowers and the plants and stuff.
Yeah, it's very new for me. So last year was like trying to figure out what our yard has, and I killed a few things I shouldn't have.
I remember you said, you brought me out there and you said, I pulled this out, I thought it was a weed. Now I think it wasn't a weed. It was actually
they were poppies.
They were poppies.
Yeah, I dug up, because the way that the leaf was, I was like, oh, this is all weeds. And I dug up this whole section. But on the other side of the fence, our neighbors didn't touch theirs. And as they grew, I saw that they were poppies. And I was like, that was terrible. So we'll see if they grow back a little bit this year. And yeah, just kind of learning some other things.
No, you know what? You thinned them out. They'll do fine.
Yeah, right. Candace, Amanda, your city girl is showing.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever had house plants actually in my life too. So it's
well, you know, I remember when I had my first garden, and I was really kind of, it was weird how intimidated I was to actually put seeds in the ground. Is this too deep? Is it not deep enough? Is it watered too much? Is it not watered? And then by the end of the season, when I actually grew lettuce that I could eat, I thought, hey, I know what I'm doing. And that's when my mom, like I said, started shaking her head. But it's, I think my advice is just keep trying. Don't be discouraged if it doesn't grow the first time. There's so many factors that could have affected it. Yeah. And most of them are probably not related to the planter, as in the person planting them. It's more than likely could be related to just even the weather, too dry or the wrong soil. And you'll figure that out pretty quick.
I heard a bunch of comments on the groups that raspberries didn't do well last year, and our raspberry bush didn't do very well. So I thought, okay, it wasn't me. It was just the winter.
Right. One thing I'm really excited to try this year is I've become a YouTube addict in the last year, and we've been watching a lot of videos on container planting. And so I'm really excited to try planting potatoes in pots this year, and carrots in pots and things like that, just to compare how they do in the garden.
The wicking, like making it so it like self-watering wicking. Somebody mentioned that to me with plants.
Well, I don't know. That's why I'm curious, because there's some of the homesteader videos that I've been watching. They've done experiments, and some have put them in potato towers, and others have put them in big black pots, and others have put them in the garden. And it seems the majority of the ones that did best were just in big black flower pots. And I think maybe partly the heat of the soil and whatever else it is. So I'm looking forward to experimenting, and it's kind of cool. This year we have at the store 8 different types of seed potatoes. So they're selling quickly, but if anybody's interested in getting their seed potatoes or onion set, come on down today, or hopefully Monday we'll still have some left. But 8 different kind of potatoes. Who knew that was a thing?
Okay, guys, I got to interrupt here because we've got some questions coming in. So Dana wants to know what the price is on the hanging baskets. You have great baskets, she says.
Oh, thanks, Dana. So do you. Well, let me see if I can walk around without making you too seasick and figure out. I'm doing a backwards camera.
Uh-oh.
Oh, now we lost her. Hopefully she'll come back.
There you are. Okay, I thought I lost you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we thought we lost you too.
No, it was my fat thumbs. Okay, so look at that. That's a good setup shot. If you can see it, this basket here is an 11-inch deluxe, and you can tell by the type of basket it's in. That's a $20 basket.
Okay.
And then we have some 13-inch. Oh, and those have a beautiful combination of of flowers. I'll just kind of walk along where I have them. And we'll be getting these all season. And they're glorious. If you keep them fertilized and keep them well watered, they'll stay colorful all season. These ones here in that stripy basket, those are 13-inch baskets. Those are $27. And I only have a few of those left this week, but we'll be getting more. And those ones are going to bloom all season too. This one that I'm showing you right now is full of a flower called a calabrachia, also known as million bells. And they come in just about every color of the rainbow, and you don't have to deadhead them, so they're really popular. And then I have some beautiful pansies. These are wave pansies, and some of them are, most of these are planters, so perfect for Mother's Day or perfect for your table. And they range in price from, let's go back to my sign because I haven't memorized it. Is that backwards for you, or can you read it?
No, that is forwards. That's perfect.
Okay. So there you go. That's what we've got. Some of those this week. Some of the others that you see on there, like the strawberries and the fuchsias and so on, they'll be coming in the next couple of weeks.
Nice.
Okay. And Rhonda mentioned here, she said, Dana, we need to make a Nanton gardening Facebook group. So look at that. So we're spawning some Facebook
I know there's an Alberta gardening Facebook group with a lot of Nanton members. So that's a good idea.
Yeah. So that's perfect. And yes, thank you very much, Candace. While Amanda and Dana were having their conversation there about plants, I know I looked so thrilled while they were talking about that. I was gonna actually pull myself out and say, "Do you guys want to just have a beer or something like that? I could just let you guys go on the show here."
I've got my glasses on. I'm comfy now in a nice Adirondack chair. Just people are pulling up to the store, going, "Who is that slacker?"
That's awesome. Okay, one last thing we got to get to here before we let you go. Home hardware. Obviously, you guys have. There are bigger size stores in other places, but that doesn't mean that we can't get what we need off the website from Home Hardware. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. And that's something that a lot of people started to find out this year because online shopping's really taken off. We do have a relatively small store, and we have to sort of pick and choose what we stock regularly, but we can bring in anything that's on the Home Hardware website. And you don't have to order it online. You don't have to pay for it online. If you go to the website, if you need something, and just phone us with the item number, we'll check the warehouse. And if it's in stock in the warehouse, we can have it in for you on the next truck. Generally, our order days are Wednesdays, and delivery day is supposed to be Fridays. In this day of COVID, it's frequently Saturday, and actually the trucks, I think, just due to pull up any time now for this week's delivery. But the nice thing about doing it that way is you're supporting local, and which is always nice. Of course, my employers like to hear that. Yeah. But if you're ordering online and if you pay online through Home Hardware, if you have any issues with that product, the return process is a little bit more cumbersome because you're still going to be dealing with us. It's still going to come in on our truck, but we can't return any refunds or anything until we get it processed through the central warehousing. Whereas if you order it through us, we'll be able to give you your money back and deal with it right away for you. You don't have to worry about delivery charges, and there's no minimums.
Perfect. So, that's
great. We can help you out as quickly as possible, and it's nice because it kind of gives you the, access to city type products without having to leave town.
That's awesome. That's great. Mm-hmm. So, what's going on for Mother's Day next week? What are you doing?
Oh, well,
are you going to get pampered?
I hope someone's doing dishes for me personally. Yeah. No, we've got some beautiful planters coming in. There was hopefully, if everything comes in as we've ordered, we got some beautiful Gerber daisy pots for Mother's Day specifically coming in, and of course we'll have many more beautiful baskets and flowers, and those are always really popular. So
that's awesome. You want to see what we're doing for Mother's Day?
Sure.
Okay. Look at this. Look what I created here. I'll show you. So, Mom knows best.
Nice.
But who knows Mom? So next week we're having Mother's Day trivia where the kids have to answer questions about their mom. So they will be given some different choices, and they have to guess which one fits their mom best. And then we're going to keep points. We're going to tabulate points, of course, and then the kids who end up winning will win Hive Bucks sponsored by the Hive. So that's what we are doing.
Fabulous. What a fun idea.
That's what we're going to do next week on the show. So we just want to get people to sign up to participate for that. So yeah, that's what we're going to do for Mother's Day. Looks like you guys are going to have a busy Mother's Day weekend as well. So that's great. Well, thank you very much, Dana. I appreciate you making the time to come on the show.
Oh, no
and
problem.
Kind of share all the information.
Thanks for having us. We're excited to be here. And it's
awesome.
Flower season. The bees are happy too.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Okay, have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you again.
You too. We're here till 4 today.
Awesome.
Okay.
We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that's awesome. That's great. So just another reminder here, great segue into the Mother's Day special we're going to have next week. Mothers know best, of course, but who knows their mothers? So we're going to have the kids answer those questions, and we're going to see if they can match the answers to their moms and then collect the most points, and whoever gets the most points will win Hive Bucks. So anybody you know that wants to participate, we are looking for 4 participants max, so we need to get them to sign up. And Amanda, how exactly do they sign up anyway to this?
I'm pretty sure people know how to get a hold of us by now, Dave.
I was leading you into that. That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are going to wrap things up. I want to thank the guests who are on the show today. Thank you, Michael, for helping us with the slides. Hey, you didn't do too bad today, actually. You did pretty good.
Thanks.
Yeah, not too bad. So thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Show, dude. So it was like me awake.
So yeah, just want to remind everybody that Amanda Bustard is named after a great bustard bird, and also remind everybody that they should check out my movie, The Life of David Gale, just for fun. Also want to find out who the heck left that for us, right?
Well, if it wasn't a prize, I'm going to open it and put it on the yard. Maybe we'll get a collection.
No,
Maybe we'll have people.
Hold on. We'll talk about that. You just hold on. Okay, Napa Auto Parts would like to invite you to our page, Nanton Auto Parts 2020. We share helpful vehicle tips, specials, and much, much more. Have a safe and great weekend. So get onto their Facebook page, like them, and support the local Nanton Napa Auto Parts. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. We're going to let you guys take it out. So thank you very much for joining everybody, and we'll see you guys next week on Good Morning Nanton Live. Have a good week, guys.
Working for the man every night and day, and I never lost 1 minute of sleeping, worrying about the way things might have been. Big wheel keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Cleaned a lot of plates in Memphis, pumped a lot of pain down in New Orleans, but I never saw the good side of the city till I hitched a ride on the riverboat Queen. Big wheel keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Bet you're gonna find some people who live. You don't have to worry, 'cause you have no money. People on the river are happy to give. Big wheel keep on turning, proud Mary keep on burning, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river.
Got it that time.